Listen, guys, I'm hungry, so it's about time we get this plated up. Jets fans know how to cook. That's true to my heart right there.
Whoa! Yeah!
That's the true sizzle reel.
Welcome to another edition of Tailgate Center with Nick Mangold, presented by Cutwater Spirits. I'm Olivia Landis here with Nick Mangold at Nick Mangold's Casa, and he brought the absolute pleasure of bacon to the grill today.
Bacon.
First and foremost, I personally have actually never grilled bacon, so from your perspective, what's the difference? Why the grill?
Well, the grill, you get a little bit of that fire from the drippings, and so it adds a little bit of the outdoor loveliness. There's so many different ways to do bacon, and all of them are great, and so it's another way to do it.
Does it have a little bit smokier taste to it?
Get a little smokier in there, because I personally, my absolute favorite is doing it in the oven.
Okay.
But this way, it's kind of like the oven, but you get a little bit of that smokiness.
Okay, now I have to ask, Nick, we're on the subject of bacon. Do you like your bacon more crispy, or are you more of like a soft bacon type of guy?
So I'm a firm bacon.
Okay,
so
a little in between?
A little bit in between. I don't like it burnt, but I do like it firm. I don't like it floppy.
Okay, I think that's fair. Now, when you think about all of the things that you like to put bacon on, what is your favorite thing to eat with bacon?
Oh, favorite thing to eat with bacon? I have to go with my world famous chili. It has bacon in it, and you know, it's like the little sprinklings of deliciousness all throughout that pot.
Now, let's take it to the tailgate way here. Are you bringing bacon to the tailgate? I feel like not a lot of people do that.
Not a lot of people do it. You know, I think there are many different ways. A lot of people will wrap stuff in bacon, and so that's how they get it in there. But I think the straight grilled bacon probably isn't happening too many places.
Okay, I agree with that. Speaking of tailgate, let's now hear from a current Jets player on how they like to tailgate.
Definitely going to have ribs, wings, and it's going to have a lot of chips and guac. And then you got to go with your baked beans. I feel like potato salad, something like that. Some good like barbecue food. I feel like that would be like a good wholesome food for the body for a Sunday.
Now we're currently joined by Jets legend Eric Coleman. Eric, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, Olivia, how you doing? Thanks for having me. I'm excited
Absolutely.
to talk about some food.
Yes, we are ready to talk about some food. As you can see, we've got Nick's very legendary grill behind us, and he slapped on some bacon on the grill. I'm curious, there are about 50,000 different foods you can put bacon on, but what's your favorite?
My favorite thing to put bacon on, I would probably say it's not going to be good for my diet, but probably a cheeseburger. Throw some bacon on top of that. It makes the burger that much better.
Now, I support that fully, especially since I like putting bacon on anything. But you're a trim, fit guy. You know, I know you watch what you eat, and you know you work out regularly. But when it comes to tailgating, there's always a little bit of cheating going on. What is your dirty secret cheating tailgate food?
My dirty, oh man, you know I'm big into ribs. I love barbecue ribs. When you have a nice meatball sandwich made by Nick Mangold, that's probably one of my favorites. And what else? You know, I mean, obviously when tailgating, you know, maybe some French fries, anything with the bacon, you know, steak, anything involving meat, I'm in for it.
Eric, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Here we go, boys! You are not alone! Let's go, boys! It's game time!
Let's go, guys! This is what we've been practicing for! Let's go!
Get us the W. Let's go, let's go.
Let's go, Jets! Let's get them!
Now get out there and let's go!
J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets.
It's time for takeoff!
As you guys know, this show highlights a special Jet fan every week. Let's see who we have this week.
It was Law Enforcement Appreciation Night over at the stadium. Me and my then 5-year-old son Frank to his first football game. And the second we got there, I just saw how excited he was. I saw that that fire, the magic in his eyes, that he was just excited to be at a football game. And he tells me, maybe about 20 minutes into the game, he says, "Daddy, let's get season tickets to the Jets." So, you know, I mean, listen, the Jets is my favorite football team. And so we went out to get a soda and a pretzel, and we met some fine people from the Jets team that were talking to us about season tickets. And I stood there and I watched the rest of the game. And I didn't watch the game on the field, I watched the game through him. And being a first responder here in New York, I don't get as much time with him as I'd like, because, you know, sometimes the hours that we work are a little bit crazy. And I said to myself, if I can spend every Sunday watching football, but watching it through the eyes of my son, I'll be the luckiest guy in the whole world. And what better to do it than at MetLife Stadium watching the Jets?
J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets.
Well, it is so awesome to see Tony and Frankie. That is an amazing story. I love the fact that you guys are bonding over the Jets. You know, that is something that is something special to me, because I'm doing it with my son, and I know there's many other fathers out there who are doing it with their son. I assume it's got to be a great feeling for you, Tony.
Oh, it's absolutely a great feeling. You know, I grew up, and, you know, football was family. So my uncle, my dad, you know, we used to watch on Sundays, you know, with the whole family. And, you know, my Uncle Rudy got me into the Jets. He's a lifelong Jet fan, so you could thank him for that. You know, and then it started with taking him to his first game. And, you know, the most important thing was being able to watch the whole game through him. And, you know, it's incredible to have Jets as family and bring your family to the Jets.
I got to ask Frankie, do you have a favorite memory in your very short time here as a Jets fan?
Well, my favorite memory is when they won their first game last year against Dallas.
I like that too. I was there. It was awesome. Now that you guys are staying home, you know, are you guys doing a big tailgate? How do you guys watch the games now since you can't go to the game?
Yeah.
Every Sunday is a big family affair. We got the whole backyard going. Everybody cooks something. Everybody brings something over. Most important, everybody's staying 6 feet apart and social distancing. You know, it's the Jets. So whether we're home, whether we're at the stadium, it's the best part of our week.
Awesome. That brings me to my next point. So what, you know, with the home gating and everything, give us a little taste of what you have going on today.
Today we made a homemade queso dip for our appetizer, and of course our Green Giant veggie rings, which are absolutely incredible. We had those. Then we went into a couple of racks of ribs and a pulled pork on the smoker. Classic game time fare, burgers and dogs on the grill. And then we have pizza with a whole topping bar. We have a pizza oven that heats up to about 900 degrees, cooks the pizza in about a minute and a half. So we're doing pizzas, and then for dessert we do bacon crumbled brownies on the smoker.
Let's see. Now you're just messing with me. That's just mean.
I also forgot. We did some Nashville hot honey chicken sandwiches made with some rubs from our friends over at Meat's Church.
See, now you got me drooling, and now that's going to be a problem because I'm not going to be able to speak, you know. But listen, guys, I really appreciate you taking your time out, letting us come into your home. You know, it's awesome to see football truly is family.
Yeah, if I could say one thing on behalf of all first responders here in New York, thank you for your support. It really means a lot to us.
I appreciate it, and thank you for everything that you guys do. Thank you guys very much, and let's go Jets.
Let's go Jets.
Let's go Jets.
This season, Pepsi is going live to upgrade your football watching experience. Go to madefornyfootballwatching.com for rules to learn more. Pepsi is the official soft drink of the New York Jets.
Together Like Never Before campaign. That's what we're currently taking a look at, where fans have submitted their photos. And if you want a chance to be featured on the show, go to nyjets.com/fans for an opportunity. Nick, we're well into the month of October, which means the season is changing, the leaves are changing, but also that affects both players and tailgaters. From a player's perspective, how does the change of weather affect you physically?
Yeah, you know, it takes a little bit longer to get warmed up. You know, when you're back in the warmer months, you know, everything's just kind of oiled up just from walking out on the field. But as it gets colder and you're out there, you know, things are a little bit tighter and a little bit stiffer. And so especially happens for older guys who have to deal with, you know, maybe a nagging injury or something that you need to work through and get a little extra warm as that cold weather comes in.
How about that recovery process? Does it affect the length of time from practice to practice? It being colder, it makes you know, your bones more dense, all that stuff?
It does sometimes. I think a lot of times it's more that initial burst when you come out of the building, and you go from a nice, comfortable 65 degree, 70 degree building, and then all of a sudden it's 35 degrees, and you're like, it's cold. So other than that, and trying to get warmed up, it doesn't affect you too much.
Well, the players aren't the only ones who endure the cold. It's also the tailgaters and the fans. Now you've been on both sides of it. So from a tailgater's perspective, and you, person who enjoys grilling outdoors, how does that affect your regimen when you know that it's cold outside?
Well, it's nice that you're always next to something hot. That helps.
True.
There's no grill on the field where you're like, oh, my hands, a little quick warm.
Maybe you should invent that. I don't know.
Oh, that would be nice. It seems dangerous, though. Just a little bit. But, I think that's the best part of grilling and tailgating is that it, doesn't matter the weather. Snow gets in there a little bit, makes it a little bit trickier. But as long as you can be outside, you can do anything you did in September. You can do that all the way through February.
That wraps up another edition of Tailgate Center with Nick Mangold, presented by Cutwater Spirits. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay warm in the upcoming months and do yourself a favor, go put some bacon on the grill.